We'll just wait for a couple of people to come here, and then we'll start with the podcast. Oh, that's so weird. All right, give me a couple of minutes though. All right, let's start this thing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live podcast. I've never done podcast live, so we're gonna try this out and see how that goes. Um, my name is Leiloha, but you guys can call me Laisley. I am from Palau, and I've been living in the States for over, I would say, 10 years now, I believe. Wow, 10 years. Because I moved here in 2000 and what? 2010. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's over been over 10 years. So I've been living in the States for over 10 years. And I thought it would be great to start this podcast because I have a lot that I want to like talk about. I was supposed to start this with one of my sister, but we live in we live in uh two different states. So she's in Maryland and I'm in Hawaii right now. So we have a different time zone. So it's really hard for us to come together. But I talked to her about live podcasting and she said she'll join my live podcast. Hi, hello Andrew. Welcome to my live podcast. If you have any topic that you want to share or talk about, feel free to, you know, comment down in the comments below and we'll discuss about it. So this is just basically a very like a rough draft of a podcast because I've never done podcast live. Right now I don't really have much of the setup, but I kind of want to just like start it up and then maybe little by little work with what I was said with what I need for my podcast. So I hope you guys will enjoy this live podcast. I'm gonna be doing live podcasts on Wednesdays, and then Thursdays are gonna be just a regular live, or I'm gonna be what's that? I'm gonna try to start streaming semi video games because I actually downloaded them. So I'm gonna start doing live streaming. What's that? Overwatch live streaming. Not only Overwatch is what's that? I have a friend from what's that? Where sure from excuse me. Dang, what? Oh, from Houston. Uh, she is actually playing what's that, GTA 5, and then there's like a I think there's this server that you have to like download and you can play like multiplayer online with other people. So I'm trying to connect with her so we can actually like meet up and then what's that? Do a streaming um Grand Auto Theft. I've played Grand Auto Theft before, but this one is actually because Grand Auto Theft you only can play online individually, but then now they have this server that you can just like download it and then you can play with multiple people online. So I'm excited for that because I've never played with like what's that with multiplayer. So that's gonna be the plan for like all this. Trying to get those up and going. So the first thing was my podcast because I really wanted to start a podcast for a while. So I hope you guys will enjoy this live podcast. I thought I'll go live podcasting so you guys can like we can communicate or not communicate. We can have a conversations and because like I've seen like a lot of come in. Oh yeah, that's for everyone. That was my aunt. Um, so I thought I would do this live podcasting so I can actually chat with you, chat with you guys live instead of you guys going into the if I do a podcast and then you guys go in and comment and then so I thought it would be nice to like interact with each other and do this live podcasting thing. So I just was that my brain is just going sometimes my brain does that. Actually I think it's all creators too, like you're just talking and then your brain is like it's like your brain is going like a half a mile and you're just trying to catch up, you know what I'm trying to say, and then it just kind of butcher what you're trying to say. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was introducing myself, yeah. And then I kind of like went off, like completely off what I was gonna do. But yeah, so today I just want to do an introduction because this is a podcast introduction. So I want to introduce myself and talk about where I'm from and basically a little bit of myself so you guys can get to know me. And then you guys, if you guys want to introduce yourself, you can do that as well. And then we just talk about, and then if you guys talk about like, not talk about, if you guys comment your country, where you guys from, maybe we can talk about your country. You guys can share a little bit of, you know. And the thing is, it's kind of like it helps. Like it's kind of like acknowledgement. Like you gain knowledge as well. Because I remember like in my other, I used to do live in this other app and I will always ask like what's that my viewers to comment their country and then give me a little bit of like I guess like um not summary like tell me about their country and because it'll like give me knowledge of where they're from. And then I said was that I wrote a lot of people's names. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing for this as well. I think I'm everywhere with this podcast thing because I've never done podcasts. But I hope this is gonna go well. Um, so anyway, where was I introducing myself. Oh, I said I was from Palau. Been living here for over 10 years. Right now I'm in Hawaii. I'm a YouTube creator. I do what's that? I'm a half time. I'm a part-time prep at a restaurant. And now just trying to basically how do I put this into words of words of wisdom. uh, what's that? So, what topic should we talk about? I think I would like to talk so about like my first experience when I came to America. So, what's that? This is kind of like a little part of my introduction, okay? So, because coming to America, I'm kind of like I'm getting introduced to new culture, new, what's that? Culture shocks and all that. So I remember when I moved to America. I remember what's that name? So when I was leaving Palau at I left Palau at age 14. Um, and going to what's that? Not going. Was that I was that solo flight? I don't know how to say. I always hear people say solo flight, but I traveled on my own at 14. And the thing is, in Palau, you're allowed to like, at 14, you're allowed to like travel on your own. But they did like escorts, but it's not the escorts that comes and sit next to you and escort you like, go with the plane with you all the way to. No, this one was like, was that they got me an escort that just takes me to the plane, and then from the plane, uh, and then when I from the plane when I land, then others escort from the country. Because when I landed in Guam, it was really hectic because when I landed there, because I left Palau at 2 in the morning. One, watch it, because I arrived there because we went to the airport like around 11, almost 12, because my flight is at 1. And then I got into what's that? I got into the gate and I had to go to my flight. And what's that? I would say we left like probably around like 2 a.m. And we went to Tyler. Hello sis. Hi sis, I meant. Hi bro. Welcome to my podcast. Welcome to my podcast. So you're gonna hear a little story of me traveling at 14. So when I got to Guam, oh no, hold on. When I arrived in Guam, it was like 7 or 6 in the morning. No, it was like, I think it was 7 in the morning. And I can't remember like the exact time, but I arrived there and I had to get to my next flight and my next flight is in an hour. And the thing is, it's like at the other side. So I have an escort that comes to the plane and then picked me up from there, and then escorted me all the way. Like he like and the thing is like your flight leaves in an hour, so we have to get there right now. So I was like, okay. And I was just like, I was only 14. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just going with. And the thing is, I never thought like right now, like I'm thinking about it, or whenever I tell this story, I started to think and say, what's up? Oh my gosh, my cousins are here. Well, I might say my cousin. Why you say cousin? I am your sister. You are in big trouble. Okay. Yes, Alina, you should do podcast with me. I'm doing doing podcast Wednesday. Yeah, you're in big trouble for calling me a cousin. How about me? What do you mean, how about you? You wanna join my podcast too? Guys, I'm excited for this. You're a stranger. Oh, you're gonna wait for I'm gonna come for you. Sure. Okay, I'm down for it. Just let me know when you're free and then we can do that. Yeah. Continue the story. I will. Okay. So, where was I? Okay, someone comment, where was I? I was in, what was I talking? Guam? I already got to Guam, right? Okay. So, anyway, so I had oh, Taras is the stranger. Oh my gosh. Taras is like, I am not a stranger. I am her sister. I am her brother. You guys are silly. But anyway, continuing the story. So after Guam, I arrived in Guam. I had an hour to get to my next flight, and then this dude was just rushing me down, and I'm a little 14 years old. Like, what's going on? And the thing is, like, right now, like, when I tell the story, I started to think, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know the dude, you know? And I'm just like following this. And so, what's the story? The story is about when I left Palau at 14. So this is like my little experience, and I'll come to America and then experience culture shock. And yes, so I wonder, are you caught up with the story, or do I have to like go back and restart it? Because right now I'm kind of like really nervous, honestly, because this is my first podcast, so I'm really nervous, and then I butcher my words when I'm nervous. Nervous. Yeah, even my word, my words. I'm caught up. Okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, arriving Guam, I was rushing to this plane to my next flight, and then the escort was like rushing because he's like, you have an hour to get to your next flight, and my next flight is at the other side of the airport. So I was like, man, and I was a little 14 years old. Okay, and I was, what was I? Oh, I had my little my little bag. This is a podcast. Yes, this is a podcast. So I'm just introducing myself and then talk about introducing a little bit of myself. Did I just say that right? It's a live podcast. I've never done a live podcast before. I just don't have the setup of everything, like the mic and everything like that. So when can I go on? You wanna be on? Let me know. Like I said, what's that name? My podcasts are on Wednesdays. So it's gonna be podcast Wednesdays. So if you have the time on a Wednesday, you like let me know ahead and say, hey, Lay, I have time. Do you wanna like what's that, do a podcast together? And then we can do that. And then I'll just literally just send you a link, and then we link up together, and then we do the podcast. So you just have to let me know when you're free, because I do podcast Wednesdays. Because we're supposed to be posting. Was that when if we did our podcast? I was supposed to be posting the podcast on Wednesdays. So I was like, hey, why not? I do the live podcast Wednesday. So, and then the thing is, I think it'll be much more easier to do the podcast live instead of doing the camera to camera and then sending the videos. It was just like awesome, yeah. So I thought like, and this is what I was telling you about when I was talking to you, and I was like, oh, was that when I asked you if you were offended with what I said, and then you were like, no. So I was like, oh, you can be part of the what's that? Okay, story. Hey, this is part of the conversation. This is part of like the podcast. So I'm glad you're asking questions and you know. Oh yeah, okay, the story. Okay, go back to the story. So anyway, where was I? After, so I said the escort got me to the, okay, so when I got to my next flight, I almost missed my flight because we had to stop and we had to like check in and everything, doing all those. And then I, like I said, I had only an hour to get to my next flight, but I almost missed my flight, but I actually made it. So when I got to my next flight, we left around 8. And the thing is, when I got to Guam, I didn't get to like eat or anything because since we left like around 2 a.m., I was sleeping the whole way, all the way to Guam. And when we woke up, we were like, we were supposed to have breakfast, but then we arrived earlier. We arrived earlier, and then so then I didn't get to like eat or anything. Like, I didn't get to eat breakfast or anything. So I was hungry, and I was 14, and I was like where in my head I was like, when am I gonna eat? When am I gonna eat? So when the escort took me to my next flight, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get on the next flight. I'm gonna eat. Oh, when we got to my next flight, I forgot how long was the the plane ride to Japan because I was going to Japan for the next is my next stop. So when I got to Japan, I think I ate on the plane, but I didn't eat like food, normal food. It was more like crackers and um drink, and that was like about it. And but I was still hungry. When I got to Japan, that was, I would say, I don't know how did I do it, but when I got there, I got down and then I had another escort, and they had my name on a board, holding up my name, saying it's Leiloha Ramon, and they're holding my post was that my card, and I was getting out of the plane, and they're out right on the plane, right outside the plane, where you get out and you walk toward like the towards to the airport. And when I got out the plane, they're on the side holding the board with my name. And then I got out and I was like, oh, I'm Lilo Han. They're like, oh, okay, let's. And the thing is, they were not very much English speakers. They just like have my name there. I don't know how they wrote my name, but and they wrote it in English, so I could read. But when I got down, and the thing is, like, I was trying to like talk to them and communicate with them. It was hard because, and the thing is like they don't really speak much English. So then I was like, okay, then we got to what's that? And they were telling me we got to this area, and they were telling me to go this place, because they were looking at my what's that? At my passport, and they were like saying go to this place, and I was standing there and I'm like lost of what to do. And then I don't know, for some reason there's these two ladies. I remember them. I will always remember them because they helped me out so much. They were actually leaving Japan because they went and visited was that, they say their classmate and a couple of was that friends in Japan. So these two ladies, they're from Dallas. I'll remember them. I remember the place that they told me they're going to go flying back to. They're going back to Dallas, and then they saw me, just two of them, and they're two best friends, and they saw me, and I was really struggling with reading my ticket, and I was lost of where to go, what to do. And then these two just came, and I felt like that was a blessing. I felt like that was God sending me a guidance, someone to help me, because I was only 14. I didn't know what I was doing. So then the thing is, I got there. They came and they're helping me, and they're, oh sweetie, I was like, they're asking me, that's how were their first, when they asked me, they were like, oh sweetie, where are you going, what is your flight? And the thing is, it was like a coincidence. It was a coincidence that I was like, oh, my flight is this, and then the lady's like, open her flight, and it's like, oh, that's our flight too. And it was both of them, because they're what's that, they both traveled together, and they were like, oh, you can hang out with us. And the thing is, when I got to Japan, I had a what's that, overlay or delay, like, so I got there like 7 in the morning, and I leave like 1:30 in the what is that, 1:30 in the afternoon. So I had that much like time to kill. And luckily these two came, and the thing is, I was hungry and I was just wanted to eat. So when they told me that we have a delay, a huge delay, we can go grab food, go to shopping and whatnot. So we came to this area and we sat at this like little boxes that they had over there, and we were sitting there, and all I can think of is food. I'm like, I'm hungry. And the thing is, you're in the airport, right? And you smell the food, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go look for food. I got up and I was like, I told the ladies, I'm just gonna go to the shop nearby, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna try to let's that figure out the what's that the where the gates at and whatnot. So we're like, I'm like, okay. So then I went to this like just a nearby little shopping shop, and I went. And then I was looking for food, and I was looking for like, and the thing is, I'm a sweet tooth, so I went. I saw gum. I grabbed the gum, and this time, was that I was a huge Justin Bieber fan. And then I went, I saw like those little magazines with Justin Bieber on them. So I went and grabbed the magazines, and I'm like, because I wanted to read, like, or just be on the plane and looking at, read magazines or whatever, not. So, because there's those like little like pop up like questions of it's like, what was that? There's like so many questions about like, oh, your ideal type or something like that. So that was the magazine I grabbed. So I believe I grabbed grabbed two of the magazines, and I went and grabbed like a lot of snacks. And then after that, we went in line. We went in line, and the line was so long. And then the thing is, I was like, I grabbed out my money, and the thing is, I only brought American money with me. I didn't bring any card or anything like that. So I got the was that when I was in the line, I took out my money, and I was like looking at the prices of the was that I don't know how the hell did I just grabbed them, and I'm like, maybe would they ring it up and then it'll show the price, So as in I was like opening my money, and I was like counting my money, and we are like moving in line, and I got to the register, and I saw this, I don't know, this person in front of me, and then he was giving like Japanese money. And then I was looking at it, and I just like look at my money, and I looked at it and was like, I'm like, this doesn't look right. And so then I stepped out of line. I stepped out of line, and I was like looking at the money, because I was like, it looks very different. Like their money it looks kind of like, I forgot, the color is like brown and like looking, I don't know how to explain that, but like I guess it's the Japanese money. So then I was like, okay. Then I looked at my money, and I was like, is there a different money? Is there? But then I was like, okay, I guess this is not the right money. So I closed it back, put it back. I went and returned the stuff that I got. And then I went back to the ladies. I went back to the ladies, and I sat there, and I was just like, in my head, all I'm thinking was food. I was really hungry, but these ladies were like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, what did you see anything that you got? Did you get anything?" And I was like, "No, I think I was like, I see they're like using a different money, and they're like, and they look at, and the thing is, they use card. I don't know what kind of card they're using, so." And the ladies were so generous to like offer and like, oh, let's go, we'll go look for food, and because they were actually planning out the whole like, we have to go look for the gate number and where's the gate at. And so then we started walking towards our gate. So then we were walking, and there was like just shopping center in there, like, and the thing is, there's clothes, there's everything, and I was like, and I was looking in there, and I was like, this is like, I don't know, I felt like I was in a how do we say, like I was in a mall or something, because like the clothes right there, the food is over here, and then just everything is just around. I feel like I was walking down, like going towards our great gate. I thought I was in like a mall, like a huge mall for some reason. So then at that time I didn't know what like it's called mall, but like I thought like I was in a huge like shopping center. I was thinking more like Brent Franklin, if you guys know what I mean. Like in Palau, like Brent Franklin is like the biggest, like everyone goes there and shop for clothes, for food, like everything. So it's kind of like Brent Franklin. That was my like at that time, when how I like see it, I see like Brent Franklin is there, because Their clothes is over there. The shopping center is right there. Everything is just there. Their shoes for some reason. I don't know why they have shoes in the airport, but I guess it's a really good oh, was that if you lose your shoes, you can just go buy your shoes over there, right? So as we were like walking down, and then we stopped by this area and we got food. Oh my gosh, I got burger. I got a big burger. The ladies bought me food because I couldn't buy anything. So then the ladies bought me a burger, and it was like, I don't know, I think my hand was just small, but the burger was this big, and I was just sitting there and eating. I got hungry. I was just eating that huge burger. I think I ate that whole burger, and I was drinking, enjoying the food, and then we stayed there for, I don't know what we did the whole time, from 7 to 1. Oh, because our flight was like around 1:30, 1:50 something. So then I don't know what we did. I just remember eating, and then we went and they bought me the stuff that I went and put back. So they told me to go grab um this is like close to the time before we were leaving. So then was that the people were like, "Oh, go grab what you need," or what was that for the plane. So I went and grabbed my gum. I grabbed the two magazines that I put it back, and I grabbed more snacks because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like the food on the plane, but because their snack was not sweet. So so after that, I went back and then just hang out with the ladies, and we are just sitting there. Oh, and they were showing me their picture because they're like going through their camera, and they're showing me like how they met their classmates and all that. And they're like showing pictures of them at their last dinner, and then I was like seeing them was that they're like in this huge restaurant, and they're all just around the table like taking silly pictures and just like enjoying the food, enjoying each other's company. Like that picture, that one picture that she showed me, like it says like a lot of words, like a lot of what was that saying about when you look at a picture is like it's like 1,000 words, something like that. So when you look at the pictures, like 1,000 words, like, so that's what I saw in that picture. Like I can really tell like they enjoy their self, they're enjoying their company with their friends and their what's that they say, their classmates. So uh so they were showing me a bunch of their when they go visited like the, I forgot what was it they went to visit. Um but they just have a lot of pictures they were just showing me, and we were just sitting there for like good hours because we were just sitting there for good hours because our flight is at 1:50 or 1:30 or 1:50 something. So then after that, when our time came, we had to like go to our gate and then go on our plane. When we got on our plane, we had two different seats. There were I was in D something, and they were back at the back at E. They're in E, so I didn't get to sit next to them. And then we got to San Francisco. When I landed in San Francisco, we went into lines. We had the separate lines. I didn't never got to like say thank you, or I mean, I already told my thank you and everything when we were like, when they bought me the food, I said thank you because I always use the please and thank you. And the thing is, when we got there, we just kind of like split up because like the whole line, like going into San Francisco, there's like a whole line, and then we have to like re, what's that name? Uh, like do a recheck in with everything with our bags and everything like that. So when I got there, we all split up and we're like in the line. I never got to say goodbye to them or anything like that, but I'll always remember them because they helped me a lot when I was in Japan. So after that, we got to was at this place, and the thing is, like when I was young, when I was young and learning about, social studies, and we're looking at like pictures of people in America and different places, I always thought they were so nice and kind and so everything like that. And the thing is, I had like a perspective of America when I came here. I was because in the magazines, or in the, like, we had like those geography books, or geography, or something like those, they look like magazines, but when you look into them, they're like a lot of like informations about America and everything like that. And then I learned a lot in sister studies about America. And then we have like health, was that we're learning about mostly a thing of everything about America. The thing is like, in my head, when I was like looking at those pictures, I always see like, I feel like I like, coming to America, I'm gonna see like models or something like that, because it was in those, was that those little magazines that I saw when I was young. So that's what my perspective was coming to America was. And then the thing is, when I got to San Francisco, this lady, I was only 14, and the thing is, when I got there, I had to recheck in my bags, and I so if you guys know us, was that islanders, or as Micronesians, we come to America, we bring cooler, because we bring fish, because we have like requests from our family from up here. Can you bring fish? Can you bring this? Can you bring agua brang? Can you bring what's that, those, like the delicate, I would say, the delicate food from Palau, like we don't have it here. So I have like, what's that, a cooler of them, and I had all of the fish, everything in the cooler. And when I got to San Francisco, I had to recheck in everything. And the thing is, I was only 14, and I couldn't lift that up and put it onto the, what's that. And then this lady, I thought she was gonna be kind, but no, she was not. I don't think she was having a good day that day, but she was telling me, was that, when I was trying to like put my stuff on the, and then she was supposed to be helping me, because she was my, was that she's supposed to escort me to the check-in area, because like I said, I had escorts. So as soon as I was like trying to put it, and I looked at her, and I asked her, I was like, "Can you help me?" And then she's like, "Why am I gonna help you? If you travel alone, you pick it up yourself." And I'm just like, I was just standing there, and then this other, was that this other person, or one of the worker over there, saw what was going on. And then she was asking me questions like, "How old are you? What was like, where's your parents? Or where's your guardian?" Or and then I told her I was 14, and then she was like, I was like, "Why are you traveling at 14? You're not allowed to travel at 14." And then the thing is, we have different, how do we say, regulations or policies or something like that. So like, I don't know, I didn't know, like, America, you cannot be traveling at 14. I don't know what was that. And then said, and then in Palau, you're allowed to travel at 14. So the lady was just giving me so much, like, I don't know, like she was not having a good day, so she was just, and I was only 14. I don't know what I was doing, and then I just stand there, and I was just like very quiet, and I just kind of like nodded her. That's all I was doing. And then this the other worker saw, and then he came over, and he's like, "Oh," and then he's like, "Oh, so are you rechecking in?" And I was like, "Yes," and I was like nodding, and they're like, "Oh, okay, okay, I'll help you." And then he told the lady to go. She's like, so the dude helped me. We went to the, was at my check-in. He looked at my passport, and he was like, "Okay, let's go. Your check-in is this way." And then so he helped me. He put the chest onto the little cart, and then my little bag. He put it on top of it, and we went. And then we were checking in everything. And then he was asking me if that was my escort, and I was like, "Yeah, that was my escort. She was supposed to escort me to my next plane, or my next gate, or something like that." So he's like, "Okay, I'll help you." So then he looked at my, was that looking for my gate number again. And then as when we finished checking in and everything, then he helped me. He took me all the way down to was that um my next gate. And I got there, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna be boarding in like a few minutes." So So I'm glad we got there early because I mean, like on time, because if not, I'm gonna miss my flight again. Not again, but was that? So when we got there, I got to my gate and then he left, and then I thanked him for helping me out. And then I got onto the plane, and you know what all I was thinking? I was like, I need a shower. Because I didn't know. Because the thing is, like, in my little baggie, I pack like clothes and whatnot because I thought, like, when I get to a stop, I can go and take a shower. Like, they have a place for you to go and shower and whatnot. I had a toothbrush with me. I had a toothbrush. I put a toothbrush, everything in there. And every time I get to an airport, I never got to, like, the only thing I only did is brush my teeth and wash my face. That was it. Because that's when I got to Japan. Japan, like, we had a lot of long time. So the thing is, when you was that when I arrived in Guam, I never do any because I was like rushing to my next. And then in Japan, I got down. I had like a whole delay. So then thing. I was that I brushed my teeth. So that's the only thing I did. But when I got to San Francisco, sitting there, I'm like, all I can think about is like, I want to shower. I want to shower because I haven't showered. I don't know how many days. Because the thing is, Sunday. I left Palau Sunday night or Sunday morning. Well, Monday, kind of like Monday morning because my flight was at like 2 a.m. and I was still in Palau. And then it was already Monday. So I basically left like around like Monday morning. And then I came back and then when I arrived in Washington, because I left San Francisco, then my my arrival came up. My arrival stop came up, and that was in Washington D.C. Um, that one was kind of different. See, so I got off as soon as I landed in Washington, Baltimore. Uh, BWI. That's what we call it. BWI. I landed in BWI, and and the thing is, as soon I got off, it was really cold. It was really really cold, and I have no idea why was it so cold. I got off, and then I had to, like, I went through the thing. I had an escort got me out, and they were like, oh, they're asking if I had anyone that was coming to get me, and I was like, yes, I have their number. I have their phone number and everything. So they're like, okay, let's go call. So then we got to this desk area, and then they're like, we got to this desk area, and then they were like, okay, what's the number? So we called the number, and they were just outside the gate waiting for me. And then was that the lady was talking like, oh, I have your and then she looked at me, and I was like, niece. And then it's like, oh, I have your niece here, and she just arrived. I was wondering if you guys are here. And then they're like, oh, yeah, yeah, we're outside the gate, we're waiting for her, whatnot. And the thing is, I was expecting to go just to see like one or two people, but then, it's kind of like the whole house came. So I was walking out, and then the person I was looking for was my Auntie Merlin, because I grew up with her, and I know, I only know who she is. And I was looking for my cousins because I know that I know them because I grew up with them. So when I got there, I was like looking for my aunt, trying to spot my aunt and my cousins. And when I got there, I saw them. I was like, and then I was like, all of them were like waving at me and saying hi, everything. And I was waving, and then the escort's like, oh, is that your family? And I was like, yeah, okay, okay, you can run. I'll carry your bag over. So then I only had my what's that my, like, it's kind of like a gym bag. How would I call that? Handbag. I have that handbag. So then when we got there, and everyone, I just went there, and the first thing, okay, I was 14, so I really 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 like didn't know there's, like, people can feel offended or whatnot. So the thing is, when it first came, and I went and I saw my aunt. I run to my aunt first, and I hugged her. I say hi, everything. Talk to my cousins, and then and then oh, and then my cousin was there, Ripka. Ripka was there, and I was like, what is she doing here? I didn't know she was in America. And then next thing, and then there's this random kid came up, And she's just like, "Hi, I'm Emma. I'm your cousin." And then she hugged me. And then the first thing I said, I was like, "I have a white cousin?" And the thing is, and then her dad came and was like saying hi, and oh, I'm your uncle, whatnot. And I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And I like, there's just like a lot of people, and it was kind of like a very quick introduction, and then next thing we're just was that we were just separating to go to the car. They're gonna bring up the car, and then we'll meet at the car and whatnot. And it was just like so much going on, and I was like just trying to like catch up with my cousins and everything. And I was just talking to them, but I was feeling the cold. It was cold, and I was like, maybe it's just the airport, right? And the thing is, when I came up, I was wearing like a capri pants, and a very short shirt, like a just regular t-shirt. And then so after that we went to the bagging area, and then we were waiting from the cooler to come. So we were down there waiting for the cooler, and my aunt was just like introducing me. My aunt was introducing me to Auntie Johanna because I've never met Auntie Johanna before. So then I met my Auntie Johanna, and then I met Auntie Rosalita, and we're all just there waiting for the baggage. And when as soon as we got it, we went home. And the thing is, I thought we are gonna go home with the same people, but I went home to many people at home too. So I went home and I met Janice, I met Nicolene, I met who else were at home. And there was like a lot other relatives at home that I didn't really know. So I went there and they were introducing me to them as well. And as soon as I got there, I asked Auntie Merlin. I always go to Auntie Merlin because I knew Auntie Merlin, but I like was that I was kind of and also I was kind of a shy kid. I was just shy kid. So then I go to my aunt and I was like, "Do you have a shower?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, you can go shower." Because I was like, the first thing I got there, I just wanted to go take a shower. That was the whole like, and the thing I think I felt jet lag, but I was really more excited to see all my cousins because I haven't seen them ever since I left Saipan, which I left Saipan in 2004 or 5, one of those years. And then I haven't seen them until that day when I met all of them. And I went home when we got there, and then after I took my shower and everything, I came out, and then I met Janice. Oh my gosh. She saw me, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute." And she pinched me because I had like a very chubby cheek. And then she was like pinching me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." But I met her. She was so sweet. She was so welcoming, and everyone was so welcoming. Everybody is. And then I saw my cousin was like bringing out his video game. At that time, I think he had a PlayStation 2. I think. Yeah, I think he has a PlayStation 2. So he was sitting there playing what's that? A racing game, and they were just sitting. I was like my cousin Jonathan and Junior were just sitting there playing video games, and then I was just sitting there trying to like get to know everybody, and then especially the ones that I came up to live with, Auntie Johanna and Rosalita. So then I went and I sat with them, and then I was trying to get to know them because that's where my life is gonna start, restart over. Um, and the thing is, it's so funny. When we were there, we were talking, and then everyone were like talking about church and everything like that. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, we're going to church tomorrow?" I was like, "Isn't it?" And I asked, I was like, "Isn't it today's Sunday?" The thing is, when I was traveling, I thought it was Sunday the whole time coming here. Like, and then so when I arrived in Maryland, because that's where the was that they were living in. I thought it was Sunday, but no, it was a Saturday night, and I was like, I feel like I kind of like traveled back in time, because I left like what Monday night, and then I came back, and then I just go back to like Sunday night, and I felt like I kind of like traveled. After when I thought of that, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I traveled back in time, but I felt like I traveled back in time, but you know. So after that, I basically met everyone, and over there was the thing is like the time zone, because I lived in Palau like for 7 years, I believe, 7 or 8 years, and then when I moved to America, and then the time zone changed, so I came here, and the thing is like over there, if it's nighttime in Palau is daytime, and if it's daytime, Palau is nighttime. So for me, when it was daytime, it was time for me to go to bed. And then the time came, and then when it was nighttime, I was wide awake. So my aunt tries to like give me like warm milk, cause and the thing is, she was trying to was I prepare myself for school, for middle school, because when I got there, school starts in August 25th, and I had only a week. My aunt was really trying to help me with the sleeping schedule, because that was that. And I think honestly, I think it didn't really take me that long to like get used to the time zone. So, but it's just I had a lot of I would say a week or two that I had a hard time sleeping. And then she will just make me like warm milk, give me warm milk, or she'll send me off to go sleep early, or tell me to read a boring book and all that. Sometimes she comes to says she comes to goes to bed. She sleeps before I do, and I just lay there and just like stare up into the ceiling and just like, what am I gonna do? Like she's asleep. And then I just lay there until I guess I fall asleep. But um, so from there after that, I think last was that for them we went to was that for our last day before all the students, all the kids go back to school. They always have this thing that we go to the park, play on our last day before everyone goes. So we went to the park one time, and oh my gosh, there was like a lot of things that I was learning that time. Like so when I came up, the thing is like in Palau, when we go to church, we always have to like, over there is like girls have to wear dress to go to church. And then when I came here to America and live with my aunt, when we go to church, they wear jeans and regular t-shirt. And I was in the room trying to look for like dress to go to what's that? Oh, hi Henry. Oh my gosh, where have you been? I'm doing my first podcast, just introducing myself and kind of like telling a story as about myself. So, Salina, are you still here? But yeah, so the thing is, when we go to church, I saw a lot of people wearing like different attires. And in my head, I was like, I thought you were supposed to wear dress. Like, girls have to be wearing dress. And the time, um, I would say I grew up like differently from here. So it was a lot of learning, a lot of you know shock to myself, especially with my aunts when I see them like wearing like jeans to church, and I was like really confused. Like, and the thing is, like, I came up with only the clothes that I packed that I was gonna wear when I arrive at each area, but or at my stops. But I never get to wear them. But they're just like regular clothes. Like there was no dress or anything like that. So when I got here, then was that I didn't really have a dress to wear or whatnot, and was that I didn't have any clothes. So then I think I borrowed my cousin's clothes, and the thing is, like, everybody was like just wearing jeans going. Sir, sorry, I have not seen your lives. Oh, it's okay. I understand if you're busy. I understand if you're busy. Yeah, I just started this podcast live thing. So I'm gonna be doing podcast live on Thursday. I mean Thursdays. On Wednesdays. So it's a Wednesday podcast. I don't really have all the gadgets, like you know how like they have like the mic and everything you're speaking to, whatnot. But eventually I'll get it. But this is my little setup right over here. This is my little setup. Oh, this one, it's gonna go down. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna like kind of try to fix up this area to be my little like my little podcast area, which I kind of like, and especially the light. The light is such a cute. But yeah, I was doing a little introduction and just talking about myself and how I got to America. So I was like telling the story of that. So yeah. And then you missed my sister. They were just here. My little sis, my sister and my brother. I don't know where they at. I'm gonna message them and say, where are you at? Watch. And the thing is, what's that? Next time, if I do, what's that, podcast live, she's gonna be joining my podcast live. So excited about that one. So yeah. Do 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 do. Do. I like it. Oh, thank you. I just need water next to me because I know I'm gonna be like talking so much, and I'm gonna need water. Water. But yeah, so Wednesday's gonna be podcast Wednesdays, and then we have Thursday either gaming day, like streaming, or a regular live. Yeah. So Henry, how have you been other than being busy? Let me know. Like, tell me, how are you? Are you thinking about doing the bulletin board? Yes, yes, yes. That's why I said this is gonna be not gonna be here. Yeah, great, great. Like how great you are. I haven't talked to you since like I think our like last week. Yeah. So, oh, you're back in school, right? Because I know the last time we talked, you're on break. Yes. Okay, okay. Yeah, I see why you're busy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put the board up here because I was actually gonna fix it back over there, but I kind of like put my little like poster on there, so because like, and then the thing is like I set this up for my like my reading area where I come and like, chill and read and everything like that. I haven't really touched the book this year, or well, actually, last year I did, but I didn't never got to like sit here and actually sit. So I was like, why don't I set this up for reading and whatnot? So maybe in my vlogs you'll see me sitting here doing some reading. Oh, and then I have to do like there's this book or whatever. I have to do like a discussion because I did a discussion last year and the what's that, the series ended, so then they have another like series. The second season just came out this year, so then I have to do either this year or like the end of the year last year, and I have to do like a discussion for that. So, but yeah, I'm actually kind of liking this little space over here. But yes, I'm definitely gonna do the bulletin, so I'm gonna put it up here so it can be back here, and then, like I said, I'm gonna be writing names and then putting it up onto that bulletin. So I just have to go look for the bulletin room, but I haven't really. I'm trying to like come up with other ideas of what to do for my life. Like like I say, like the birthday shout out or something like that. Yeah, that's another thing. So, but yeah, just trying to like get this life going lit. I haven't heard it. I haven't used that word in a while. Yeah, because okay, so you know the two times you were in here, I'm messaging my sister. Where are you? So you know the times that you were in here. Yeah. Was that? I had like like a couple of running like with like I would say inappropriate people, and I was like, "Where's my moderator?" Ah. But I was like, "It's okay." I was like, "He's busy. He's busy somewhere." But no, I handled it. I was like, "That is not allowed here." I handled it very well. I said that is not allowed here. So, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know, if you're busy, you're busy. So totally understand. But I was just saying it because that was the time because because I was talking about something else and then the comments keep popping up because usually when because I think it was that the last time you did it and you were like blocking every person and it was not interrupting me, so then that person kind of like kept like commenting and whatnot, and then I kept saying it and I'm just like I'm trying to say something here and it was bugging me, and I was like that's why I was like, where is my moderator? but but it's very nice to see you. It's very nice to see you today. I missed you guys. I have to cut my nails. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting this podcasting. So I hope you guys will enjoy. You too. Yes, I thought I will do a live podcast so that you guys can like engage into the conversation and like, oh, like you know when I was talking about culture shock, because I had a couple of culture shock in here in America, like when I was saying when I go to school, when I first went to school here in America. So in Palau, we have kindergarten. Start kindergarten, and then we have a kindergarten, and then we have elementary school. Elementary school starts from first to eighth grade. That's my elementary school. From first to eighth grade. High school is from ninth grade to ninth grade to 11th and 12th grade. When I came here to America, and I went to was I registered for high school? I'm in high school. I went to register from school. My aunt was talking about middle school, and I was like, what is a middle school? And my aunt is like, oh, here in America, we have middle school, and the thing is, you know, they grew up, was that in the small islands that I came from, so they understand what I was like. So then they explained to me because when we went to register for middle school started from sixth grade to eighth grade. So I was eighth grade. When I came up to America, I was eighth grade. So when I went to register, it was the first time seeing middle school. Like, so then you guys have a kindergarten, and then you guys have elementary school. Excuse me, I need water. I'll go grab it after. And then you guys have a middle school, and then high school, and then college. But in Palau we only have kindergarten. I mean preschool, kindergarten, and then elementary school, high school. There's no middle school. So when I came up here and I heard about middle school, I was so confused. What is a middle school? Why? I'm like, why is my aunt talking about middle school? And then when we went and then registered myself, and I learned that they don't teach Palawan language here in America, and I was like, what? Because in Palau I was learning Palawan, but when I came up here, Palawan wasn't part of the language. Was that I would say electives. I would say, or the subject, you know. So registering here and then like finding out that you guys have like America has middle school. I was so like, and the thing is, it's so different. What was so different comparing to Palau? Oh, what's that name? The schools are very like very. How do we say? How do I say? How did I feel at that time? Cause like here like in Palau it's like school, our like tables, everything. We have like how do I explain it? Oh, there's AC. There's AC everywhere you go. You go to the cafeteria, AC. You go to what's that name? You go to the gym. There's AC. You go into classrooms, AC. But in Palau, you have fans. You're gonna sit in class. You're gonna be hot in Palau. There's no AC. You either use the wind coming from your window or you sit in front of the fan. Like that's our AC. Um. What's that? The school is very clean. Oh, food is so different too. Food is so different. Okay, in Palau we have for our breakfast is not cereal. It is not um what's that, breakfast sandwiches, like no. It's none of that. There we have like for breakfast we'll have like corned beef and rice. Um what else? Man, I can't think of what else, what else? Oh, and then on the side we have like little fruits, like cut up fruits. Very different. Yeah, very, very, very different. It was very different for me. And the thing is when I came up here, I packed lunch. So I have like this little like the Lunchables, right? Those are like the little Lunchables I always get. And the thing is like sometimes I do buy lunch at school, so I know the menus of the school. So the thing is you have cereal, you have like peanut butter sandwiches, and then you have pizza for lunch. You have, what was that? Oh, you have tater tots, you have all that, and I'm just like, how is, like, comparing my food from like Palau cafeteria to America's cafeteria. So that was a culture shock for me. And then the thing is, like, going to classes, it was different. Um, in Palau, you'll only have like less students in your class, and then and the thing is like what's that name? You have oh, and then here you have like in Maryland where I go to school, they have like if you're a merit class or you're in honors class, and then there's another one you're in the honors class or something like that. So so I was in a merit class because you know, new to America, and they don't know where to put me and then all that, and then they have to like test me and everything to put me this so they can know where to put. So I was in merit classes, and then you have honors classes, and then in Palau you don't have any of that. You just, if you're grade, if you're eighth grade, you're eighth grade. There's no upper class, I mean upper class, there's no what's that, there's no merit, honors, whatnot. It's just eighth grade. And when I came here, they're like, and the thing is, whenever you go to class, they're like, "Oh, are you in merit class or are you in honor class?" So I'm just like, "What?" That's another culture shock for me. This is like a lesson that I'm learning. I'm learning a lot from, for sure. That's for sure. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just like, those are like the experiences that I've experienced when I came to America. Oh yeah. And another one is in Palau, it is summer all day long. The only time it'll be so cool is at night. But the thing is, when I came to America, and like I said, I was like, the what's that? Every time what we do before we everyone goes back to school and whatnot, my aunt will always have to, like, they will make a day. Was that they'll make time and take us to go to the park, and we make food or we buy food and we go to the park and we all, like, have play volleyball or play whatever game together, like spending time before everyone goes back to work, school, all that, and then we don't have time. So then we have that day, we all come together, and one time we were like playing volleyball, and the thing is, like, that sounds fun. Yeah, I miss those days. I miss those days. It's always like that. And I like how, like, at the end of, like, at the end of summer we all come together and we all go play volleyball. So that one time, and it was like, I was still living, was that still new to living in Maryland, and we were playing volleyball, and then the sun was high, it was nice, very, shining, and everything is so warm, and then when the sun was like going down, and next thing you know, and then my was that the people that was that my family that already like lived in America, they're already used to the cold, right? And it was only like 60 degrees out, because it was only like, we're only in what's that we're only in August, so the temperature hasn't really like drop yet, where to, like, below like 65, 50, whatever, not. So it was only like in the 60s degree 60, like 60-degree weather, and then the thing is, we're playing volleyball, and whenever like the ball started hitting my arm, it started to hurt. And I was like, what's going on? And back in Palau, um, we was that there's this, like, I would say trend, like in Palau trend, like there's this, like, was that when you wear long pants, like a bell bottom pants, and then you take it and you roll it up. I don't know what was that style for, but it was kind of like a trend. So I was wearing was that I was wearing a bell bottom pants, and I rolled it up, and it was starting to get cold. So then I took the bell bottom and I started rolling it down, and then I was wearing was that a t-shirt, because we were playing volleyball, and whenever that ball hit my arms, it hurts, and I was like, why is it hurting? And then every time, next thing, everyone is like moving around, and I'm just standing there like, it's cold. Like, I couldn't feel my arm, like I couldn't feel my hands, because every time the ball hit, and it kind of like, how when it's numb, and then like that feeling, I would just stand there, and then my aunts were all like, everyone were still running around trying to like play volleyball, and I'm just standing there like, I can't move. It was so cold. And then every time, and I was like, and I was looking at my aunt, and I was like, Auntie, do you have a sweater? I'm getting cold. and it was only like not even time to go home, but I was cold already and not used to the weather. And they're all like, "Oh, okay, let's go. Lilaho's cold. We gotta go. We gotta go." And they're like, and then my other cousins are like, "What? Just give her a jacket. Just give her a jacket." But the jacket wasn't enough. I was cold. And then we all like ran. We all like after they stopped the game from there, and then we all pack up and everything. I ran to the car. I'm like, at the end, I'm like, unlock the car, unlock the car. I went and I sat in the car, and everyone was just bringing stuff. I was like, no, it's too cold. And then after we went home, oh my gosh. And the thing is, like, in Palau, whenever we shower in cold water, cold water. Me, I want to shower in cold water because I didn't know there's hot water. And the thing is cold, and then I was like, I was telling my aunt I didn't want to shower that night because it was cold, and my aunt's like, you can use the hot water, and I was like, hot water. I don't know what hot water means because in Palau, when there's no hot water, you shower in cold water, so you shower in cold water. And then whenever like, and plus Palau is very hot, so the thing is like, if you go out and you play with your friends and then you come back home, you're sweaty and everything, so then you go and jump into the shower, you shower in cold water, right? Not here it's cold out, you go shower in hot water. So I don't really know what hot water was. So then my aunt had to show me how to use the hot water because the what's that? Because you can turn the knob to hot water to cold water. But when I was showering there, when I was living there for a while, I've been using cold water the whole time because I didn't know there was hot water. So then they showed me the hot water. I just like stayed in that hot water for a good good minute. And then when I came out, I was like, I like I would wear like what's that, like sweater and whatnot. Man, it was so cold. I don't know how they live there. Like I don't know how they live there. Um, and it's just only 60-degree weather, and I'm already cold. My body was just not used to it, so. But yeah, that was crazy. I cannot believe. And I don't know how I survived living there for a good, like, how many years? 7? 6 or 7 years over there in the cold. I don't know how I did it. But I remember days, oh my gosh, I would get sick every, almost like, not every month, but like, because I would say my body is not used to the cold, not used to anything, so I get sick easily. But one time, it was my first snow. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, I was so excited because when I was a kid, yeah, dang, you're Superwoman. How am I a Superwoman? Who can I even like handle the 60-degree weather? That is not Superwoman. But yeah, what's that name? Uh, so it was my first snow in America. It was my first snow, first time seeing snow. The thing is, when I was in Palau, I learned about snow in social studies. We were learning social studies. Um, what grows in the snow, what cannot grows in the snow. And every time I see pictures of snow, I always like, oh, I want to build a snowman because I saw like they build snowmans and whatnot. And I always say I want to build a snowman. And after that, here I'm in America, and it started snowing, and the first snow. And the thing is, it was so weird because my aunt said it doesn't snow in October, but for some reason they were getting snow in October. And was that they closed our school down and they sent us home because we were at school, and the snow started um falling. And the thing is, what's that name? they called our parents because they don't want kids walking. Because I usually when I was in middle school, I walk home. Because my home was up. It was walking home is just takes like 15 minutes for me to walk home. Because my was that the apartment that I was living in, it was like just like just have to like from my school. I have to go. I always take the back road because my aunt told me to take the back road. So I will walk to the back road, and then as soon as I just got out from my school, excuse me. As soon as I got out of my school, I'll just walk down straight all the way until I see it says Wembley Drive, and then I take that turn. So I go down and then take that turn, and then just go straight down, and that's where my house. That's where's my house is. POV, you seeing wait. POV, you seeing snow for the first time. Oh, for the first time in forever. Yeah, for the first time in forever. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about that experience. That one. How do I say? When it's first snow, was that, yeah, the faculty called our parents to come pick us up because we cannot they don't want school students to be walking home. So then my aunt came and picked me up. We went home, and I was so excited. I was like, I want to go play out in the snow. My aunt said, okay, before you go play out in the snow, make sure you have your jacket on, whatnot. And I only had like the tank top like that. I had that on. I went home and I got out of my school clothes, and I put on the home clothes, and then I was like run out to the door where my aunt parks. I went to her car, and I was playing in the snow like it was sand. I had no gloves on. I had no jacket on. I had nothing. I was having the time of my life. And my aunt kept calling me and to go to put on a jacket. And no, I was having my time. I was like playing in that snow like it was sand, and I was trying to build the snowman, and it was kind of like hard because it was still snowing, like the snow was dropping. But the thing is, the snow drop and it melts, like it melts quickly. So it's that those kind of snow that it's not the snow that sticks. So then it comes down, and I was trying to like build up my snow, and it keeps melting so quickly. And I was like, and the next thing you know what? I was like, never mind. I went down and I started making a snow angel. A snow angel. And then after that, I was cold. I was cold. I ran back into my house. And then the next day, I woke up, I was sick. The next day, there was no snow, so we went back to school. Went back to school. I I was sick. I got sick. Um, I had what's that name? I was having sore throat. I was having fever. So then the school called my aunt. My aunt came, picked me up, say, got me home, and said, "See what I told you." Stars called me because I wasn't that listening. So I got sick the next day, and so that was my first experience of snow. I think that's the one time I went out and actually enjoyed the snow, and then after that, that was it. Whenever it snows, I was like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so nice. Okay, go back and then go under my blanket and then turn on the TV and watch TV. And that was it. I think that was the only time like I will go out in snow. And then we'll go out to the store. Oh my gosh, it's really hard going to the store because if you have your car, like hydroplane or whatever that terminology is. So sometimes when it gets really bad snow, you just have to stay home. I didn't have. Oh, excuse me. I didn't have problems staying home. I just like to stay home, especially when it's cold. I like to like lay in my blanket, in my warm blanket, and just like lay there and chill and watch movies TV shows. Yeah. Yeah. That was my first snow, and I got sick the next day cuz I wasn't very covered up, was not listening, and I didn't know that will happen. So, and plus, I didn't know my body will not handle that. So, and I think that was like basically the what's that name? That was it for my first snow. My first snow. That's how I enjoyed it. I played it. I went in and I sat in there like I was playing in the sand or something like that. So, but that was really a really fun experience. All the other snows, oh my, I just stayed in. I was like, nope. And every time when I hear like there's news about snow, I was like, please no, don't snow, don't snow, don't snow. I'm like, so I don't go to school. This was in middle school, and then when I got to high school, and whenever the thing is, oh yeah, the other thing is when, in Palau we don't have like um, when it snows, we don't have snow, so we don't always have to call out like school doesn't have to close down all the time. So when I wake up next day, my aunt will always like, "Oh, like, you don't have school today because, it's like icy outside, so they don't want students to go to school, and it's dangerous out on the road, blah blah blah. So school closed." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then when I got to high school, and high school is high school, so I remember in middle school, I was like, please, like, don't let it snow, don't let it snow, because I liked it at school. But when I got to high school, every time when there's snow, yes, school is closed tomorrow, or like, what's that? Or like because like we have like the is that the state, like, not state, what's it, the county, like, news or whatever. So when the school news come onto our what's that, and they're like announcing what school is closed. Yeah, that's me. Right. So then was that there's like they'll announce like what school is closed, and then when what, like, announcing on the TV, and we were watching, and I'm like, please say Thomas Johnson, say this is this. And then when it announced our school, I was like, yes, no school tomorrow. I went, auntie, can I stay up a little bit? I'm like, there's no school tomorrow. And then she's like, okay, we can stay up a little bit. My bedtime is 9 o'clock. Yeah. For when I was there, my bedtime was 9 o'clock on school days. But when it comes to the weekend, they just let me stay up. They let me stay up until what time? And then when it came to school time, 9 o'clock bedtime. But when there's snow, oh, I just have to go ask them. Oh, can I stay up? There's no school tomorrow. Yeah, you can stay up. So, I think that's like the fun thing about having snow is like you don't go to school. But when I was in middle school, I was like, please don't snow, please don't snow, please don't snow, because I think I had a lot of fun in middle school. Because in middle school I had so much like I had life skills where you can go and and the thing I was learning like sewing in that class, learning baking in that class. And I remember my teacher, she was my favorite teacher. And then at the end of the like almost at the end of the day or the class, we always have to pick like a club that you want to be in. So I picked origami class. So I'll go, and then I have like two classmates that I go, and we sit and we like choose like what origami we want to learn together, and we sit there, we like you know follow the what's that name, and we're doing origami in that class. So that was like my middle school. And then I think origami class, what else, origami, there's two club that I joined, origami and something else. Was it book club? Try to remember. But origami was really fun. Actually, this week I've had 3 snow days in a row: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that's when you didn't go to school? Yeah, because I was talking to my cousin the other, not my cousin. Oops. Okay, she's gonna come for me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna come for her for that first. Can I get a whoo yeah? Oh yeah. Go, you have to help me out with the what's that name? With the game so we can play. Yeah, just tomorrow, but Friday. Wait, tomorrow and Friday. Ooh, lucky you. Wait, why? Cuz is Friday oh my brain is not working. Is Friday a what's that name? A snow day? Hi, beautiful. Hello, blazing. You are so blazing today. You always been blazing, you know? Ow. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, guess what? You know how ironic is this? Do you remember our first conversation? Our very first conversation. And you remember that app we used? It's called Cake. Man, we haven't used that app in like ages. Ages. When I'm talking about it, I feel like so old because that app is like back in middle school, high school thing, but hey. No, I think I'm only having school tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow. Oh, okay, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Because tomorrow's Thursday and Friday. I was thinking like, wait, why don't you have school on Wednesday? But I was like, wait, you say, oh wait, okay, makes sense, makes sense. I totally got it now. So that's mean you were off for 3 days. Monday, I know Monday was Martin Luther King, so I know everyone is off on that day. Um, my cousin, mother's sister were off from school on Martin Luther King, so but I had work. Everyone in my family house, they all didn't go to work. They all were like off on that day. I have to go to work. But I would say work was pretty good. Work was pretty good. It was really fun. Me, my coworker and I always try to like keep it lively in there. And oh, actually, but it was kind of like really like first in the morning. So after like when we opened, it was so like chill. And everyone is just like very chilled out and everything like that. And then next thing after the afternoon came, bam, everybody came. And it was like getting busy. And then I was like, whoa, what's going on? Because I'm seeing the cooks like boom boom boom, like just like running around and everything. And then I see the servers like coming in and out like from the what's that, and I was like, what's going on? Next thing I was like, oh dang, it's so busy. It was busy. And then like around 3 o'clock, I was like, I finished at 4, so I was like clocking out early because we finished, me and my coworker, we finished our prep and everything. And I was clocking out before like 4, and I was like, man. And I was like walking, and it was like so many people. It was so many people, and I was like, whoa. And I was like, is this a rush hour or this is the busy time? And I was like, everybody's coming. And I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm leaving because once I'm out of here, I'm going to the gym. But yeah, it got busy. Like, and then what's that? One of my coworker or my friend, actually my friend, one of my friend. I was like, hey, because I was asking her yesterday because I was working yesterday, and I was like, hey, I was like, when I left, how was it? Was it busy? Was it very like? And she's like, and she said, yeah, it was busy. It was busy until like 6:30, and then it just like died down. I was like, oh wow, from 3 to 6, that's oh. But It's good because they were making money. All the servers were making money, and that's what we. So it was crazy how like when I was leaving and everything just gotten busy. But I'm glad that my coworker and I like finished on time, like on time. So the thing is, I went to the gym. Oh, the gym was busy. Mm. Surprisingly, my school does not close for Martin Luther King Day. It closed because of a snow day. Oh, huh. Now you mentioned that. That kind of Yeah, here in Hawaii, we were closed for Tomorrow Together TXT. Yes. Oh, this is not TXT, but that's BTS. But I have TXT over there. Oh wait, hold on. I lied. Never mind. I don't think I have TXT on here. Oh, you know what? You gave me an idea. I should go get me a TXT. Hello, Cesar Veron. Cesar Veron. Welcome. 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 Oh, I literally just remembered. GOT7 came out with their release. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a reaction to that. Bringing back a reaction for this year. I totally forgot because okay, I came back because it came out on Monday because they say it comes out on 20th. Yes, I just literally forgot about it. Or remembered about it. Or realized I just remembered about it. Oh my gosh, this is so spooky. But anyway, I came back on Monday, and the thing is, like I said, it was busy. So and the thing is, we had a lot to do on Monday. So I was tired on Monday, and the thing is, I was doing vlog, which I kind of forgot to do my vlog. Oh my gosh, I'm so late. um, but anyway, yes, I'm everywhere right now because I'm just literally realizing stuff right now. I'm just like, oh wait, GOT7 released their song. Oh wait, I need to do my vlog. Oh wait. I don't think that's funny. All right. Anyway, so yes, I was tired for the past 2 days because I had Monday work, Monday and Tuesday. Was that I have work. So, like I said, and the thing is, after work, I go straight to the gym. After work, I eat and I go to the gym, work out for an hour and a half. Came back home. I was tired, and I was like, man, I just want to sleep. But no, I was like, I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to get my. I have to. What's that? I have to schedule my video for the next day. And then I was like, oh wait, what am I gonna do for my Wednesday? What am I doing for Wednesday? Oh, podcast. I have to come up with a topic. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just go and then like introduce myself and tell them, oh, I'm doing podcast on Wednesdays, and then and then from there I'll try to think of topics, and then and then bring whoever wants to come onto my on my podcast. So, and it's just like so many going on, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's my Monday. That was my Monday. My Monday's always hectic because that's my longest day. And I was like, okay, let me what's that? So let me think of what topic I want to do or whatnot. I was nice. I was nice. It was nice talking to you. It was nice talking to you again. Gotta go take a shower. Bye. Oh, okay. Henry, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you come back again either tomorrow or next week. And thank you just for being here. I know I'm like everywhere with this. And I hope this podcast turned into something a regular thing. So but thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful, I think night, because it's like night over there, right? So have a wonderful night. And don't let the bed bugs bite. I'm trying to rhyme. Okay. Okay, just have a good night. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you next time. But anyway, oh my, what time is it? Oh, it's already 3:13. Okay. It's an hour. Okay, okay, that's fine. I mean, okay. You know, I should set up a duration time for podcast on Wednesdays. So we just go like rolling with it or whatever. But anyway, Blazing a Beauty, are you here? Hello everybody. Thank you for the likes. OMG, thank you. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Thank you. This is my little setup right here. I'm so excited. But yes. Yes, yes. My next podcast we're gonna have a uniform. We're gonna have a uniform for the podcast. Guess what the podcast. Guess what the uniform podcast is gonna be? Okay. I'm like really, really just going with the flow right now. But anyway, I think I've talked a little bit, well, more like a lot of them, like about my introduction and coming here to America. So I hope you guys like have a little, how do I say? Oh, you guys, get to know me a little. So in my next podcast, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I will come with a topic. And if my sister is gonna be joining, that'll be awesome because we get to like do we're gonna be doing a, how do we say this, a FaceTime podcast or a live together, oh, a live together podcast. Yes, a live together podcast. That's really a really good thing, a live together podcast. So so I'm gonna be doing podcasts on Wednesdays. So if you guys like podcast Wednesdays, come, you're welcome to come join in with the topic. You guys can bring in any topics, like how Henry and I were just talking about school experiences, and then I'm just like engaging with you guys. I actually was that wanted to do a live cut podcast, because if I do the regular podcast, it's just you guys are like commenting and all that. But I actually want to interact with you guys, and we interact together. We talk about the topic instead of like you guys commenting onto the podcast, and then so I kind of like this because we're like interacting, and we're just sharing topic together and having a conversation, which I really like. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Excuse me, I need water. That's what I kind of like noticed, that I need water when I'm doing podcasts, because I talk, like, podcast is talking so much, so I need water. Next time I'll bring water for my podcast, so I don't want to be going through this. Blazing, what's up? Girl, you have to help me out with my what's that, so we can do streaming together. Since I already downloaded it, downloaded the site that you sent me, and you said what's that name? And downloaded the game that you told me to download or buy, GTA 5. But yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna be doing. Oh, Blazing, if you wanna do podcast with me on Wednesdays, you should like definitely you got GTA and 5M. Yes, I got them. I got the 5 GTA and the 5M. I downloaded them, and now I just need your help for setting it up. I believe, yeah. But yeah, Blazing, since um so I can send you a link, and then we link up together, and we can go live together, and we can have like a podcast. So let me know. I have a couple of, like, my sister wants to do it. I didn't know my brother wants to do it as well. So my brother is gonna be joining as well. So we're doing this live podcast, and then I have my little sister wants to do podcast as well, And then I will see with my mom if my mom wants to do it, but we'll see. Okay, I can help tonight. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, because I messaged you the other day, and you were like, "Oh, I'm heading to bed because you have work in the AM." So I was like, "Okay, that's fine." But yeah, you can help tonight. Awesome. I'm gonna be I'm not sure what time dinner is gonna finish. I'll let you know. But if not today, it's okay tomorrow. So yeah. So if we don't do it today, then I'm gonna be like playing Overwatch, and then tomorrow you can actually like help me out tomorrow if you can. Only only when you have time. But yeah. Yeah, it can be that late like last night. What time did I message you though? What time was it? Cause if it's that late. Cause I came back like around 10:30. Oh wow. No, that is late for you. Okay, I'll try to message you and see because was that I'm cooking dinner today, but I think tomorrow will be a best time to do. But we'll see if if you're available tomorrow. But today I'm gonna be making dinner. I have to go buy dinner at around 6 and then come back home and then make it. So if I finish dinner in an hour, maybe I'll message you and see if you can do it. But if not, it's okay. We can do it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited because I actually if we actually like get this working, we can stream together and then we're gonna have so much fun. Ow, we're gonna have so much fun. But yeah, I'm excited because I haven't played I haven't played since last year, like nada at all. So I'm excited, and especially like GTA 5. What? I haven't played GTA 5 in a while. So that's gonna be another content. We can go crazy, and we can like listen to K-pop, like how you like were showing me. I was like, what? I didn't know they can do that in there. So EXO. But yeah, I'm excited. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, okay. I think I was trying to end it, but next time when I do my other was that my other podcast, I think I'm gonna set up a duration. I did not. I mean, I sent when I was planning it out with my sister, we set up a duration, but I totally forgot about the duration for this one. So we'll see what happens. So, oh, I'm hungry. Did you hear that? But I kind of want tacos already. We'll make tacos. That's what I'm making for dinner. Making tacos for dinner. But anyway, I gotta go. It's already like 3:30. I have to go fix my pets. My pets are gonna be so mad at me. They're like, you're so late. I'm so sorry. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy that. I know, like, my podcast is everywhere today. It was my introduction, and then, like I said, we can engage and everything. So I was like, my podcast is everywhere. Love you. Oh, you're so sweet. Love you too. You know what? Remember the live that I was doing, and then it does that like that heart thing. I don't know if you were there. I think you were there. Yes, you were, because it was up live. When you do this, up live does that. Oh, I don't think they have it anymore. But yeah, YouTube, you guys should like literally create little animations when you do this. YouTube, come on. Just kidding. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. I adore you guys. Thank you so much for being here and listening into this podcast today. This is my first podcast. I don't know how it went, how did it go, but I think I had a lot of fun here. We all had fun. If you guys want to be part of the conversation, be here on Wednesdays. Wednesday is my podcast Wednesday. So, but I'm gonna set up a duration because I totally forgot about the duration, time and all that. So, I'll let you guys know. What's that? Well, not let you guys know. I'll be coming back next week Wednesday for another podcast, and we're gonna have an actual topic because today's topic was just introduction of me, myself, and I. And then we're gonna have like a guest in here. So if you guys want a guest, let me know. I just have to send you guys links, and then we just like link up together, and then we do a podcast, which is really cool. I actually like this idea. But anyway, my friends, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Cause I won't. Oh wait, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow in my live. Tomorrow's just gonna be a regular live. It's not gonna be a podcast live. It's gonna be a regular live. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful, 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 wonderful as you are. So thank you so much, my friends. Stay tuned, and I will see you guys soon. Peace. Wait, what? I was ending that like it was what's that name? Peace out, everybody. I was not. I ended it like it was a video. I ended it like it was a video.